Hey, in this video, I want to break down my 4 favorite new features inside of Studio One version 7. There's a ton of new features, but I'm going to show you my top favorite ones based on the kind of music I make and also why. Let's jump in. Hey, real quick before we get started, I want to encourage you to download my free 5-step home recording guide. This will show you how to get great sounds from your home studio, and it also has a lot of tips on using Studio One. It's completely free and it's my new updated version. So to get the guide, just click the link in the description below or visit millermusic.co. Okay, my first favorite new feature inside of Studio One is their stem separator using AI technology. This is really cool. So basically what you do is you take a track. I've kind of already done it for you, but I want to show you how to do it. You take a track, you right click on the track, and then you can click Command U, or you go over to Audio, and then you select Separate Stems. And then what's going to happen is this is going to open up this little window here, and it will separate it into 4 different stems: vocals, drums, bass, and other. Basically, other would be like keyboards, guitars, almost everything in that mid-range. So I've already done it, but it takes about a couple minutes to do. You click OK, and it creates a folder with all the different stems. So let's go ahead and listen to this. So here's a brief clip of all 4 tracks together. Now, let's just hear the drums. Cool. How about the bass? The guitars? Okay, so here's the vocals.
Hard times and troubles, more than I could bear.
So it's pretty cool. You can really isolate everything in those 4 tracks. This is really useful if you're doing like a remix song or remix project. You can just isolate this. It kind of blows my mind how they're able to do this with technology now, but really cool feature. Okay, my second favorite new feature is the global transpose, where you can transpose all of your different audio instruments all at the same time. So we're going to take our same example here, and if you go down below here, there's this little icon that's here that says transpose, and what that does is basically move up or down the song by half steps, whatever you choose. Now I will have to tell you that if you have to turn this feature on, you have to go down to the inspector track in your, let's open up like a track here. So for example, vocals, you want to make sure that, okay, so right here you got to have this checked off. Follow global transpose. That will enable this to happen. Otherwise, it won't work. And the reason they have that is because you don't want to transpose the drums. That would sound really weird if you started transposing the drums. So let's just listen to the intro of the song. We've already heard it. Okay, let's take it down a half step. Okay. Or you could do something crazy. Bring it up 5 semitones. All right, don't do that. But you get the point. So you can transpose this. It's really cool if you're working with a singer. They can't sing in the same key, or they want to just move it up or down a step or 2. This is really useful. And you can hear how, as I was doing that, I didn't have the drums being transposed because it's not checked off in that follow global transpose section. Okay, my third favorite new feature is how they have integrated impact inside of their note editor or their drum editor. So it used to be that when you were using impact, it was kind of this detached window here, and it kind of hovered around everything, and then if you wanted to change some of the sounds within each drum, you had to open up the browser tab and sort of drag over. It was kind of tedious, but now they have it all integrated into one, so it's really cool. So if you want to change out a drum sound or something, you can easily do that by just having this all open at the same time with the browse feature, and it's kind of built in. I've made a quick little loop here. You can listen. So you can see how everything is really integrated, making it really easy to work with. You can kind of move things around, stretch them up. or down. And again, you can still take this and you can move this, up or down, or make it bigger or smaller. So that's a really cool feature, time saver for me, who I like to make a lot of drum parts, program them myself. Okay, the fourth feature that I really like in Studio One is this automatic tempo detector they have. So I have here pulled up a slow jazz vocal, which can kind of be like, not an exact tempo all the way through. What you're going to want to do is you right click on the tempo and you're going to click extract tempo track, okay? And what it does is you'll see up top here that it makes kind of a tempo track that's all different tempos based on this this track you have. So let's give it a listen. It's really, really cool how this does that.
And sleep tight, my love. May tomorrow be sunny and bright.
So you can see that like 61.9, 63.8. It's not an exact science when you're playing this kind of music, but now you can create other tracks to that using this global tempo track. So it's a really handy feature and really neat how Studio One does that now. If you are considering upgrading to Studio One version 7, I do want to let you know of one potential downside, and that is the operating system. I had to upgrade to version OS 15. And although Studio One works great with the latest operating system, I think it's called Sequoia, some of the things when I updated it, for example, my external hard drives where I store all my audio needed to be reformatted, and I didn't know that. So when I went to update everything, Studio One wasn't really working with all of the older drives. So it made it kind of a pain. It took me almost a week to kind of get it sorted out. I do want to say Presonus was really helpful in their tech support and helping me with that problem, but it is something to consider if you are upgrading. Like I said, it does work perfectly. I'm on OS 15 right now, but there are some kinks you have to work around to get through that. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Also, I encourage you to download my free 5-step recording guide if you have not already, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.